Take a look at function notation. So function notation is that f of x or g of x or h of x, and what that translates to is that if I were to take, let's say, like f of 1, and I have a function, what I'm doing, let's just say, I'm going to call f of x just like 2x plus 1, something like that. What I would say with f of 1 would mean that I would take 1 and plug it in for x. So I would be doing 2 times 1 plus 1. And what do we get back? We get a y value, which in this case, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So the y value would be 3, and then we get an ordered pair 1, 3. That's what function notation does. We take some sort of x value, f of 1, f of 2, f of negative 1, whatever that x value is going to be, plug it in for x, and then we get back that y value. So number 6, given f of x equals x squared minus 2, find the following. F of 3, that means I'm taking 3 and plugging it into the function. So I'm going to do f of 3 is equal to, I'm taking x and replacing it with 3. So 3 squared minus 2. And I would just get in the habit of, when you're replacing x, especially with exponents, just put parentheses around that x, because when you're dealing with negatives and exponents, I'll talk about that with letter B, but it's really, really a small detail here, but a really important detail. So I'm doing 3 squared minus 2. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. So the ordered pair that this would generate would be 3, 7. Letter B, f of negative 3. So I'm replacing x with negative 3. So I'm going to do negative 3 squared. Notice how I put that in parentheses. Negative 3 squared minus 2. And the reason I'm emphasizing parentheses, because if you don't put parentheses and you just do this, you just put it in like that, negative 3 squared. What you're doing then is you're doing 3 squared, which is 9, and then multiplying that by a negative. So you'd get negative 9 minus 2. But what we want is we want negative 3 squared. We want negative 3 times negative 3. So negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. So we get negative 3, 7. So you got to be careful with the parentheses. You got to put parentheses around that x value because the whole entire x value is being squared. And then letter C, f of 0. So I'm going to replace my x value with 0 this time. So 0 squared minus 2. 0 squared is 0 times 0, 0. 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So the ordered pair we get back is 0, negative 2. So it's introducing this concept of function notation, taking x values, plugging it in, getting y values. Number 7, given the g of x function, 4 minus 3x, what we're going to do here is we are going to take the x value of 3. For the first one, I messed up on all the notations. That's supposed to be g, that's supposed to be g, that's supposed to be g. And this one, h, h, h. So g of 3 means that I'm going to replace the x value with 3. So 4 minus 3 times 3. 4 minus 3 times 3 is 9. 4 minus 9 is negative 5. So the ordered pair here would be 3, negative 5. G of negative 2. So this is going to be 4 minus 3 times negative 2. 4, negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. Careful there. Minus 3 times the negative 2 is going to be positive 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. So we get the ordered pair, negative 2, 10. And g of 0, so 4 minus 3 times 0. 4 minus 3 times 0 is 0. 4 minus 0 is 4. So we get the ordered pair of 0, 4. Next one, h of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3. So we want to plug in 2, negative 3, and 0 again. So here we're going to have h of 2 equals 2 times 2 squared minus 3. Here the importance of parentheses again, because it's 2 times x value being squared. So I'm replacing x with 2 and squaring that. So that's 2 squared. So the translation here is going to be 2 times 4 minus 3, because 2 squared is 4, and then we're multiplying that by 2. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. So the ordered pair there is going to be 2, 5. Next one, h of negative 3. So the use of parentheses. 2 times negative 3 squared minus 3. I'm replacing the x value of negative 3, but I'm squaring that x value, so it's negative 3 squared, which makes that positive 9. 2 times 9 minus 3. Not 2 times negative 9, because it's negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 3 is 15. So that would be negative 3, 15. And finally, h of 0, so 2 times 0 squared minus 3. 0 squared is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Getting a little close to the camera here. So I'll go over here. So that order pair would be 0, negative 3. Yeah, so that'll be it for this video. Just function notation.